Merhaba. Welcome to our next lesson of Turkish. You know, in English we are using different forms of the verb to be. It is, he is, she is, I am, you are, they are, and so on. In Turkish, there are also special suffixes that correspond to these. In the last lessons, we were learning how to say this is a something. For instance, bu nar. Yes? That's what we learned. But actually, there should be a suffix, like this is a pomegranate. And that suffix is dir. Bu nardır. This is how we should say it. But in Turkish language, very often, this suffix, which corresponds to English is omitted and not used. So you can just say bunar. And yet let's learn this suffix because you will also hear it and see it used actively in Turkish language. Since the very first lesson, I introduced you to the vowel harmony law in Turkish language. But there is also consonant harmony law as well in Turkish language, which also is important for you to know how it works. Let's look at which consonants there are that are considered voiceless or voiced. Remember in the past lesson I said that words like havuç, when you add a vowel to them, ç turns to j, havucum, for instance. Or kitap becomes kitabım when you add a vowel to it, kitabı. Alright? So as you see, these consonants, they have two different variations. One is voiced, b. Another is voiceless, p. You need to remember 8 voiceless consonants. These are f, p, ş, h, s, t, ç, and k. 8 consonants. Whenever a word ends with one of those voiceless consonants, d turns into t, tır. For instance, this is what? Book. Kitap. Kitapdır. No, kitaptır. Kitaptır. Okay? Also, one of the 8 consonants is k. So, çiçektir. And one is bardak. Bardaktır. So when you add this suffix dır to words, you not only have to look at vowels, dır or dir or dur or dür, but you also have to look at the consonants. And if it's one of those voiceless consonants, it will be tır, tir, tur, tür. We will learn colors today. Let's learn the main colors in Turkish. Beyaz, siyah, yeşil, mavi, sarı, kırmızı. These are the main colors. Of course, there are several other colors as well, but we will just focus on these 6 now. And when we say something like this telephone is black, for instance, we say bu telefon siyah. If you want to add that suffix there, bu telefon siyahtır. So h is one of those 8 voiceless consonants, so you have to add t, and then siyah is a, so according to vowel harmony it will be tır, siyahtır. And so we are following this same law now, and we can look at other words. Today we'll also learn the word paper, kağıt, kağıt. Bu kağıttır, kağıttır. Kağıt beyazdır. Okay, the word kağıt, by the way, is also interesting because it has a softened k and a prolonged a. So instead of saying kağıt, you say kağıt. Okay, notebook, defter. Bu defterdir. Defter kırmızıdır. Defter kırmızıdır. Bu bardak mavidir. Bu kitap yeşildir. Bu çiçek sarıdır. So now when we learned how to ask what is your name, adın ne? You can also add dır to the end. Adın nedir? Adın ne is merely a shortened form which is also allowed in Turkish. Then you can also add dır to the question word mı. Remember we learned how to say iyi mi? Is it good? You can also ask like this. İyi midir? Nar iyi midir? Telefon siyah mıdır? Evet, siyahtır. Bardak siyah mıdır? Hayır. Bardak mavidir. And when you ask what is this? Bu ne? You also can add dır in the end. Bu nedir? Bu kimdir? Who is it? And when you ask nerede, remember in the last lesson we learned asking something like where is our car? Arabamız nerede? You can also ask arabamız nerededir? Anneniz nerededir? Where is your mother? Anneniz nerededir? Annem buradadır. My mother is here. Buradadır. Buradadır is here. Annem burada. That's the short answer. Okay, one important word to learn is word değil. This is how it's written. Değil. Değil is when you want to say that something is not. So when I asked you, bu bardak siyah mıdır? Is this cup black? Bu bardak siyah mıdır? You can say it's not black. For that you need to say bu bardak siyah değildir. Or simply siyah değil. You can say that. Siyah değil, mavi. Siyah değil, mavidir. That's another way to say it. Telefon siyah mı? Evet, telefon siyahtır. Bu defter siyah mıdır? Hayır, bu defter siyah değildir. Bu defter kırmızıdır. Bu nedir? What is this? Bu elma mıdır? Is this an apple? Hayır, bu elma değildir. Bu nardır. No, this is not an apple, this is a pomegranate. We say it this way. Bunlar çiçekler midir? Are these flowers? Evet, bunlar çiçeklerdir. Bunlar çiçekler midir? Hayır, bunlar çiçekler değildir. Okay, let's practice a little bit more. I ask you, bu kağıt mıdır? Evet, bu kağıttır. Kağıt mavi midir? Hayır, kağıt mavi değildir. Bardak yeşil midir? Hayır, bardak yeşil değildir. Bardak mavidir. Defter yeşil midir? Hayır, defter yeşil değil. Defter kırmızıdır. Kitap yeşil midir? Evet, kitap yeşildir.
Adın ne?
Güdük hocam. Güdük Necmi derler bana.
Soyadın yok mu oğlum?
Soyadım...
Adın ne?
Güdük hocam. Güdük Necmi derler bana.
Soyadın yok mu oğlum?
Soyadım...